Hello. So today I'm going to try and explain to you how we figured out that Tylenol is the cheapest medication to cure our headache. So over here we have all the information. So Excedrin, Advil, Tylenol, and then you see the conversion factor right here of 1 gram equals 1,000 milligrams. So a conversion factor is something that you use to define the relationship between two units, and it's always going to equal 1. So as you see, 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. So we're going to use that a little later on. And then we did today's work based on a body weight of 125 pounds. So starting over here with Excedrin, we took 125 and we times that by 240 milligrams, which is the dosage information for Excedrin. And then we divided that by 35 pounds because it's 240 milligrams per 35 pounds. So with that, we got 857.142 milligrams. And we times that by 1 caplet because, again, the dosage information's per 1 caplet. So then we divide that by 250 because that's the dosage per caplet, which we got 3.4. You can't see my decimal point there, but it's there. 3.4857, which we rounded up to about 4 pills of Excedrin. So the next we got Advil right here, and then again we take the body weight, which is 125 pounds. We times that by 113, which is the dosage information, like you see, wrong area, over here for Advil. And then we went ahead and divided that by 125 pounds because the dosage information for Advil is 113 milligrams per 25 pounds. And that gives us 565 milligrams. And then we again multiplied that by 1 caplet because that is the dosage information. 1 caplet is equal to 200 milligrams. And that gives us 2.825, which we rounded up to about 3 pills of Advil. And then we did Tylenol, which again, you take 125 pounds, you're going to times it by the dosage information, which is 102 milligrams per 15 pounds. So you're going to times that, then you're going to divide by 15 because, again, that's the weight per caplet. Then we got 850, and then we times that by 1, and then divided it by 500 milligrams because 1 caplet has about 500 milligrams of Tylenol to get 1.7, which we rounded up to about 2 pills. So then down here, you see we are trying to figure out the cost per day for a dose for each of these medications to see what is going to be the cheapest for us. So Excedrin, you take 200 caplets because that's what comes in the bottle, and you're going to times it by 1 day because you're trying to figure out the dosage for 1 day. And we figured out, again, up here, I'm sorry, I can't figure this out, that 4 pills is the dose. So then we divide by 4, and we got about 50 days worth. So then we divided that by the cost, which the cost of the bottle is about $15.51 to give us, rounding up, about 30 cents a day, 31 cents a day. So then we did the same thing for Advil. You get about 30 caplets in a bottle. You times it by 1 day and then divide by 3 because we found out 3 pills is the dosage for Advil. That gives us about 100 days. The cost for a bottle of Advil is $15, so we divided it and we got 0.15 to give us about 15 cents a day for Advil. So then lastly, we got Tylenol, which it's 225 caplets that comes in the bottle times 1 day, and then we got 2 pills per dose, so we divide by 2 to get 112 and a half days worth. And that we rounded up to about 13 cents. So Tylenol is going to be our cheapest medication to cure our headache. So then over here, this is how we got our price per molecule for Tylenol. So if you see over here, we have the formula for Tylenol, which is carbon 8, hydrogen 9, nitrogen, oxygen 2. So first we went ahead and we got the weight for the whole equation. So again, we times 8 by 12.02 for carbon, 9 times 1.008 for hydrogen, 14.01 for 01 for nitrogen, and then 2 times 16 for oxygen to give us 151.162 grams. And then here, 1 mole is equal to, this is another conversion factor, 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. This is something called the Avogadro's rule. and we are using that to figure out the price per molecule. So with that being said, we times the weight in grams that we got, and we times that by the rule, or the constant, I'm sorry, it's called the constant. And with that, we got 2.511 times 10 to the negative 22nd in grams. So then with that being said, we have to convert that to milligrams, which we got the conversion factor here. 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. So we got 2.511 times 10 to the negative 19 in milligrams. And then we went ahead and we multiplied that by 225 because we took 225 and times it by 500 milligrams to get the milligrams for the entire bottle of Tylenol, which gives us 112,500 milligrams. So then we take the price of the bottle and we divide it by the amount of milligrams to get 0.00013306 per milligram. So then we're going to take the milligrams that we got using the weight and the constant, and we're going to divide that by the per milligram weight to get 1.89 times 10 to the negative 15 per molecule of Tylenol. So that is how we figured out that Tylenol is the cheapest option for us per day to cure our headaches.